Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you today is still Sunday. I hope you guys have watched my morning if you're on the replay crew and you did not get a notification of my earlier live. Please be sure to check your notification bell, and if necessary, please unsubscribe and resubscribe to get your notifications to start. I wanted to let you guys know that yes, I have made it. I am where I need to be. I'm going to go out and scout the area and see what trouble I can get into today. So, if you guys didn't have an opportunity to um, watch the live this morning, we went over a lot of stuff that Ashley Banfield on News Nation has been using as news and has been actually telling her um, audience as well as other news organizations picking up her story, which has not been verified, has not been corroborated, and is using unreliable sources as her sources for the article or news clip that she is doing. And none of it has been fact finded. It's just really, really poor reporting, in my opinion, from a place called News Nation. We also have to remember that Ashley Banfield has been fired from many of her jobs that she has had. And it always makes me wonder, is it because she's been deceptive in her news reporting? Is this more of the same old stuff from Ashley Banfield? If you guys are not familiar with this particular case is the story of four University of Idaho students that lived in off-campus housing were slain in their sleep, at least for some of them, on November 13th between the early morning hours that we have learned are 4 a.m. and 4:25 a.m. in the morning. BRYAN KOHBERGER was arrested for this heinous crime, and since then the courts, the defense, and the prosecution has done everything that they can to keep the public out of this public trial. So much so, they're not allowing us to see the docket. They're not allowing us to see the dates and times of upcoming court hearings. And this is, in my opinion, a violation of law. And 30 news organizations also believe it's a violation of law and have now sent it up to the appellate court, which I do not believe it's going to pass legal muster. And quite frankly, this is very concerning to me, so much so that I believe that this judge that is supposed to be fair and understand and know the law has in herself, in her own order, violated that law, making me believe that maybe she is ill-equipped for a trial of this nature. So I am, looking more into this judge to find out what, prerequisites she has to handle this particular case and how she was appointed, what her past rulings were, and have those rulings been challenged in the past? And if so, what were the results of those challenges? So if she's making a lot of mistakes, I'm very cautious about her as a judge moving forward in this case. I never like to say that because I always believe that, being a judge is already hard enough, let alone having, a large case that has grabbed and gripped the nation and worldwide attention. And that is exactly what this judge is having to deal with right now. And while she's not wanting to poison or jeopardize the jury pool, the bottom line is the rules are in place for a reason, and there is definitely a less restrictive means to accomplish the same thing. And that is why I truly believe that the higher courts will overturn her ruling and send it back to her to redo the gag order if she chooses any. Like I said, it's February 12th right now. We were told that the gag order was going to be in place until about March 1st or around that time. So I believe this gag order will be lifted on the March 1st timeline if it's not seen before a judge at the higher courts or before her, because the Gonzalez attorneys have already filed a motion to modify the gag order, modify the non-dissemination order from the judge. So I'm just watching the judge's movements. I'm watching how the judge is handling this case. I'm watching how the judge rules in these matters, especially ones that are legal arguments. You know, how is she handling these legal arguments, and how is she applying the law there in Idaho to those legal arguments? And, you know, there's even her as a judge, she only has limited authority on so much she can do, because the law really does dictate what can really be done. And I feel like she overreached in this non-dissemination order. And I don't think it's going to pass legal muster in the Supreme Court of Idaho. So I just wanted to touch base with each and every one of you, see how you guys are doing. I just finally got done with my drive, my very, very long drive, and I am situated where I need to be situated. So I hope to see you guys soon. Tomorrow morning, we're going to go ahead and run our normal live. However, it may get started much earlier in the morning, probably around 6, because I need to be where I need to be by about 8 to 8:15 in the morning. Anyways, guys, please let me know your thoughts and comments on Ashley Banfield, what your thoughts and comments are on this whole non-dissemination order that has been issued by the the judge in this matter, and what you think about the reporter, the news stations, 30 of them. And it may be, people may be, or news organizations may be adding too, but some 30 news organizations have filed an appeal with the Supreme Court of Idaho related to this matter. It's starting to get a little sticky. I'm really hoping that we can just start getting some information about this case, because as I'm watching a lot of different social medias, from TikTok to Instagram to Twitter, to YouTube to Facebook, I do see a lot of misinformation going around, and it's almost as if we're rewinding the clock and talking about some of the cases that have been fully fact-finded. The people have been fully cleared, and here we go again. And it's just not fair to the public. It's not fair because, again, we have rights in these types of trials, and I feel like our rights are being violated here. Just take note, I'm saying that I believe if this case goes forward in the appellate branch of our judicial system, it's not going to fly. The judge is going to have a big hill to climb in explaining why there's nothing less restrictive than this, and she's not going to be able to do it. So with that, guys, I just want to tell you guys, God bless each and every one of you. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And until next time, please be safe. And don't forget your homework. This is your last day before the week starts, and your homework is 1 act of kindness for a perfect stranger. Be a good neighbor. God bless.